Hey, what up, family? Today we're going to be ranking every MLB left fielder. We're almost done with all the positions. We've done catcher, the whole infield, and now we're ending the outfield. Starting pitching, DH, relievers, it's about all we got left. If you've been enjoying the content, leave a like and subscribe. Let's get into the video. 6 tiers: per normal, elite, great, good, mid-meh, and AAA. Again, we got to go back to the logos because there's no left fielder tier list. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is fitting in here for the Diamondbacks. I think he's fine. He's got a couple more years left on that deal he signed last offseason. I think he's good. He's kind of just the same thing every single year. He never really deviates from a above average hitter. Like for left field, that's fine because you don't really have to be that good at defense in left. I'm going to loop Jurickson Profar in the same tier just because I think that he's going to take a step back. And that's not like crazy to say. At like 13 a year or whatever, 14 mil a year, like the production you're going to get out of him is like good value, especially for the Braves who need a left field. And Colton Cowser also goes in good. So really good like rookie year last year, and he's got an awesome name and super brandable, super marketable. Love that for the O's. No, in all seriousness, like that's kind of a cornerstone piece for now at least. Probably the best left fielder in ball, I think I'd have to say. It's going to go to Jarren Duran. He just like so many tools and like accumulates WAR at an unreal pace. If he has like half the year he had last year from a WAR standpoint, you're still looking at like a top 50 player in baseball, which is unreal to say. He's sneaky, like not young either. Like he's into his late 20s now, which just like doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's been around for a little. Just hasn't been in the big leagues very long. Ian Happ's another guy who's good. He gets on base at like a pretty nice clip. He just kind of is solid at everything, and he's aging now a little bit, but like stuff like that doesn't really go away. I think the defense, it's been like good for quite a long time. I think that's what you're going to probably be worried about deteriorating, but I mean overall Ian Happ is just fine. So Benintendi's hurt, but like for the most part that's kind of who you think of in left field for the Sox right now, especially because there's not really anybody else there. But even then, he's been bad ever since he got to the White Sox and got the contract. He's been bad, and now he's hurt. He's AAA level. I mean, he's part of the problem. So weird to think, but I think Stuart Fairchild somehow falls into the Reds everyday left fielder. That are like Austin Hayes, which like to be honest at this point are about the same. I think Austin Hayes can be good. Maybe it's just because with the Phillies he just left such a bad taste in my mouth. I'm gonna put him in meh. Like it's just nothing special. He was hurt last year too a little bit. Steven Kwan's another elite left fielder, just a guy who does a lot of things really well. And he added power last year. I say this a lot, like he added like real power last year. Missed some time, but when he was healthy, he was dang good. So I think I ranked Nolan Jones in the last video or in right field or whatever, but he's really this team's everyday left fielder. I'm going to put him in mid just because I still believe in the upside, but hasn't been great at the major league level. I should say this: one really good year, one really bad year, and then some in. So again, a guy who I ranked incorrectly. Riley Green's playing left field for his team every day, so I'm going to put him into the elite tier. If I were to rank him, I think Green is better than Kwan. But just a guy, I mean, he was hyped up, but like he's lived up to it. I mean, got to expect probably top 10, top 5-ish MVP this year. Like it's kind of the next step right now. Dude, I don't even know what to do about the Astros. This is kind of where like the logo kind of comes in handy because we got like a Mauricio Dubon who's probably going to get run there. Jordan's going to play there a little bit at least. Jose Altuve is going to play there a little bit at least. Altuve's bat fell off last year a little bit, and I know he was hurt a little bit too, but I think the tandem can go in good. Jordan's not going to play there a lot. He'll DH most of the time. I think in left field, like it's fine. We're still looking at MJ Melendez playing left field for this Royals team, and he just hasn't been very good at the major league level. Below average bat, he was a bust of a prospect. His defense will be fine. He's an athlete, whatever. Taylor Ward's good. I think honestly, he might be, it's weird to say this, he might be a little overrated just because, like, especially the deadline last year, everyone was, like, thinking, like, super valuable piece, super tradable. I don't know. Like, I think part of the reason why he wasn't traded was because the Angels probably overvalued him because he's just kind of, he's good. Like, he's nothing better than good. Dude, Michael Conforto is low-key going to play left field for this team, which is crazy to think about. He got a bag for a year, too. Nothing more than mid for now. He's been good in the past, obviously, but I feel like for the last like 4 or 5 years, he's just kind of been in and out. Probably looking at like Jesus Sanchez in left field. He can play DH too a little bit. If it's Jesus Sanchez, it probably could be fine, like maybe mid, but I'll put it in mid because it's going to be a tandem, like a team like that. I don't know what to do about Jackson Chourio. His first half was like not good. Second half and then even into the playoffs, like that's a stud, and you can tell. Production-wise, he's just not on the same level as these guys yet, and sure, he might get there this year, but I think for now, I don't think it's like crazy to put him in great. Like he can be elite next year. It's fine. We're looking at like Matt Wallner for this Twins team now, probably. Kepler's out of the fold. He's going to be up and down, but like he's kind of a big guy and he's got real like pop. Walks a bit too. I think Mets, we're looking at Brandon Nimmo for left field, probably. He's not playing center anymore. That's Jose Siri's job. Yeah, I think we're looking at Brandon Nimmo. Dude, like, his last year, he just wasn't even that good. And I've always thought Brandon Nimmo was a little bit overrated the last few years. Ever since he got the contract. I just don't think he's that great. Like, he walks a little bit. But Jason Dominguez, I think the more that we're learning about it, I don't think he's going to be very good defensively. But I think he's no worse than good. Because, like, that bat plays switch hitter, too. And this is a fun one. Miguel Andujar is playing left field for the A's. How about that one? You can't, with a serious face, tell me anything more than that. I'm not going to put Kepler anywhere higher than mid. He comes into this team now, moves Marsh to center for the most part, I would assume, but he looks good in spring. And I think he's going to end up being good for this team. I think right now it'd be absurd for me to put him anywhere higher than mid, though. This is a weird one because this is probably Brian Reynolds playing left field for this team for the most part. Another guy who's good. I feel like I talked about this at one point, but like his contract's not like significantly an underpay. I think it's good. It's honestly good for the production he gives because he's had a couple years where he's been, I wouldn't even say elite, like he's been toward great, but like I don't think he's ever had an elite year, and I think his floor is like good mid right there. That's a valuable player, like very valuable player, don't get me wrong, and he's kind of one of their cornerstones. But so now that Profar is gone, this team, this is so weird. Oh, they have so many infielders, like it doesn't even make sense. And they picked up Jose Iglesias. I mean, we're running Jason Hayward out there every single day. With the Dodgers, it was kind of a pipe dream, let's be honest. Very situational. I'd put him in mid. At best, I'd put him in. No, we're gonna drop him. Either one is fine. I'm gonna put him down for now. I like Elliot Ramos. I don't think it'd be fair to put him anywhere better than good. A guy who's been like hurt a little bit, and he has good days. His season stats on it being good. Like, it's nothing way better than anybody that's in this tier. I mean, what are we looking at here? Like Dylan Moore for the Mariners right now. Cardinals, you get options. It's like Brendan Donovan, Lars Nootbaar, something like that, around in that like kind of mix of guys. But I'd say mid. They didn't pick up anybody in free agency, by the way, which is absurd to think about. Christopher Morel can be so good, dude. He strikes out so much, though. He's like so quite literally 3 true outcomes to an extreme almost. Other than Michael Toglia, who's the guy who we didn't rank. I kind of feel bad because he's so fun, but in right field he's about the same. I can't put him anywhere better than that, though. So Wyatt Langford's going to be left field for the Rangers, and he was good last year. I had nothing better, but Evan Carter will probably play center, Adolis and right. It's what makes the most sense. He had a good rookie year last year. He was up there for rookie of the year. Dealt with a little bit of injury, though. He's pretty good. I think Springer, maybe Varsho playing left. I feel like we've ranked both of them. Santander probably playing right, so wow, I don't know what you do with this one. Let's rank Varsho again. I know we already did this, but mid. Sure, he's got value, but I just kind of, not a liability at the plate, but just nothing special, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think I'd want him on my team, not on the Phillies. And then James Wood, I'm going to put in good, and he could get even better. But when he came up, he was special last year, and he's going to be scary for a long time. Physical freak. He's like 6'7". 6'7". All right, fam, that's the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. We got a new podcast coming out. Our first episode will be streaming live on Thursday morning. So make sure you guys are around for that. The Record, new podcast. Me and another guy, another content creator, actually. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. God bless. Love you.